Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a general card reading for how to quit your shitty job and live the lifestyle of your dreams. So this is a big one to tackle. I was thinking about making this a pick a card reading, but I was like, no, this just needs to be a general reading because so many of you guys are going through this right now, and I've been through it too along my journey. In fact, it's one of the things I'm the most passionate about with this channel, and one of the reasons that I created it, because I wanted to document my journey of going from like working in the system and working for the man to creating more of a heart-based, fun job for myself and lifestyle for myself. And I wanted to show other people that you could do it. So regardless of where you come from, who you are, what you've been through, just your culture, your religion, your ethnicity, your background, regardless of all of that, I do believe that there's a way for you to be able to get out of your shitty job and to be able to create a lifestyle of your dreams, even if you don't have college, even if you don't have money. And so we're going to talk about this pretty much from start to finish, okay? So everything starts with a vision. I find most of the time the reason, excuse me, the reason why so many people get stuck in a dead-end job or just getting stuck at a 9-to-5 or doing something that they don't like is because they have gotten so caught up in the day-to-day, and perhaps there's a bit of depression or something like that going on too. So overworked, so overstressed, so burned out that you can't actually move forward and do something with your life. You can't even have time to envision or to dream. So it starts first of all with giving yourself the time and the space that you need to dream. And so one of the ways I like to do this is actually through using Pinterest, because let's face it, if I told you guys go out and get pictures and print them out, or get magazines and cut them up and make a mood board and make a vision board for your life, some of you guys would really love that hands-on approach. But most of us are just so busy and honestly like just too lazy or too stressed or too tired to really do that. So a really easy way is just to go on Pinterest, create a secret vision board or a secret mood board for what you envision in your life. And don't hold back, put all of your wildest dreams. If I hadn't put travel on my vision board or on my mood board, I don't know if I'd be here in India right now doing this for you guys. I put a lot of pictures of travel on my mood board and vision board, and that's actually how I realized that I really wanted to travel, that I actually wanted to try something new. Just by kind of allowing myself to dream, relaxing, posting little pictures of little moments I wanted to create in my life, it started to all become clear what I wanted to do with my time. Something else is I wanted to be a makeup artist, I wanted to be a fashion stylist, so I put a bunch of pictures of that, like fashion stylists, makeup artists, and behind the scenes and photo shoots on my Pinterest. I put pictures of me just like happy and smiling on there because I wanted to create more of that energy in my life. I put pictures of like kissing in the rain and just like cute stuff like that because I wanted to manifest more in my love life. Like I posted everything like in that Pinterest board, and I added to it and I looked at it almost every day. And so that's a message for you guys, to really have a strong vision, have clarity of intention, and decide what you want. That's the first thing. In order to manifest something, you have to know what you want. And I think some of us are afraid to decide what we want because we feel like it's so final, and we're like, I don't know, I'm good at this and I'm good at this, or I want to try this or try that. Well, just know that all roads lead you to your path. If you want to try something, you have a desire to go in that direction, do it. Maybe it's not what you end up doing ultimately in life, but it can be a stepping stone to help get you where you want to get. For instance, I used to do a lot of writing. I still do. I still love to write. I'm working on a book right now. But I used to write for like online fashion magazines and like online music magazines and stuff like that. And I thought I really wanted to be a music writer. I really wanted to be like a fashion writer. And I worked on that for so long, but ultimately I kind of ended up leaving that behind. It wasn't really my main focus. I started focusing more on doing more hands-on work and more styling and working with the tarot cards and different things. But because I had spent that time writing, I ended up making some really good connections. So later I was able to use some of the connections I made writing to do fashion shoots with some of these people. And also, because I had been kind of working behind the scenes in the fashion industry doing a little bit of writing, it helped me be able to start my business as a fashion stylist. So if you pick something kind of random to start with and then ultimately you end up not taking that path, or you end up just kind of turning back and doing something else, whatever it is, it's meant to happen for a reason. You're going to be able to learn and get all the tools and tips and materials you need to go along. Earlier in my journey, I was stuck in a dead-end job. I know what that's like. I was a swim teacher. I talk about this a lot because I love telling you guys like the past so you can see how things can change, you know. Using examples from my own life I feel like is helping so you guys can really see that this is possible. I'm just this random girl in the world. I decided just to really set intentions and work with the energy and work with the moon cycle and started to manifest, and I got out of my dead-end job, okay? So this is how you do it. What you need to do is have your strong vision first, and then it comes time to kind of take stock of where you really are. I realized I had been working in this job. It was great swim teaching. I was like learning how to be in front of people. I was doing customer service and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden I realized this isn't what I want to do with the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to be stuck in this job forever. I feel like I have more things I want to do, more that I want to explore, and I was so tired working so many long hours, and I was getting raises and I was a manager, but I was still just like, is this it? Is this it for my life? No, it's not. And so I had to create a vision. I had to decide what I wanted. That's when I decided I wanted to do fashion styling and makeup artist work. And so I started pinning the pictures, you know. I started changing little habits and little things in my routine. Instead of just sleeping all the way into the last minute, getting up really quick, getting ready, going to work, then getting off work and getting fast food or just eating or watching TV or watching Netflix or just like partying, I would come home and I would start donating my time to working towards my goals, like doing that writing and hitting up fashion magazines, asking them, can I help, you know, coordinating photo shoots on the weekend, starting to take pictures and get clothes from the thrift store, like basically just creating a job for myself and creating more time and more momentum towards doing the fashion styling work instead of the swim job I wanted to do. So basically I started utilizing my time off work. In the morning I would get up early, I would go on a walk, I would listen to uplifting music, I would work on my vision board, I would just get myself set, you know, I'd stretch a little bit or exercise, started eating healthier, more organic fruits and vegetables, green juice, cutting out the processed sugars and the processed carbohydrates. I've been vegetarian for the longest time. I eat mostly vegan now, so that has really helped me with my energy. But then doing that, you start creating momentum. So nights and weekends, you start working and you start taking action towards your dreams. So first you set the intention, then it's time to create action and to take action. So for me, taking action just started with little things, you know. I didn't go to college. I decided not to go into a program. Maybe some of you guys have a dream and you decide to go to college or you decide to go into the program. So that's what's next for you. Others of you guys, you can create a portfolio. You need some kind of body of work. If you want to attract people to you for collaboration, you want to start a new job, a new way to make money, you're going to have to pad your resume and you're going to have to start working and investing for free. So around this time of creating the vision board and getting ready to take action, you're thinking about, what are my talents? What are my gifts? You know, what makes me unique? And chances are the unique talents and gifts that you have are actually part of your soul mission and life purpose. It's no coincidence that you are who you are, that you were born into this specific body, this specific vessel. You have specific gifts. I have one friend who's such a talented healer, and she's a talented singer, and she does sound healing and she does Reiki work, and she was just born like that. She's always been attracted to singing and healing and helping others. Very gifted in that department. I have a client, shout out to you if you recognize yourself, who is an opera singer, and she's like incredible, and so that's like her thing, you know. She's very gifted at that. I have another client who's actually a painter, actually a couple clients who are painters, and so you know, you can be born with these unique gifts and like always know what it is that you're supposed to do, but a lot of times we turn our back on that because we feel like in society it's just not rational. We don't want to be a starving artist, or it's too expensive, or like life gets caught up and you've got to pay your bills and everything. But this is about getting focused back down to what makes you happy, down to what's fun for you. Oh look, the dogs are visiting. Do you guys see all the dogs? Taking a little break. Aww. There's 2 dogs. I love this place. There's just dogs wandering around and cows and peacocks. And did you hear that? That meow sound is actually a peacock. Sounds like it's going like meow. Anyways. So what we were saying is it's all about setting like your intention, having a strong vision, getting ready to take action. But some of us get stuck there because we don't really know what our talents or our gifts are. The only way to know is to practice, is to try to really spend some time trying different things. You know, if you've never tried painting, try painting. If you've never tried dancing, try dancing. If you've always wanted to try writing, try writing. Whatever it is, just express yourself. Chances are you know deep inside what your gifts are. It's just you kind of put them on the back burner growing up and everything. But when you were a teenager, when you were a young adolescent, when you were a child, when you were 12, 13, 14, there were probably parts of yourself that you naturally wanted to explore, things that you were naturally good at. And so just take that into account. That might have something to do with what you're supposed to do in the future. I also have a pick a card reading called What Are Your Artistic Gifts? And I have another pick a card reading called What Are Your Psychic and Spiritual Gifts? And those 2 pick a card readings could help you kind of narrow it down or figure it out. But if you don't know what you're supposed to do right now, chances are you're not really supposed to know just yet. You're like exactly where you're supposed to be. But of course, start really tapping into that. Oh my gosh. Hi. It's another dog. A lot of times your purpose is going to be especially tied into the things that you want and the things that you desire. So I wanted to travel, and it turns out that as I'm traveling, I'm doing my fashion styling and my makeup work, and I'm doing my tarot, and I'm helping to heal others and bring love and light into this planet in my own unique way. And you can do the same thing, just doing what you love. I feel like that's what you came here to do, but society tells you just got to do, you know, you just got to fall in line, you just got to be the status quo, you got to work your 9 to 5. And some people are doing that and they're loving it and it's like fulfilling, but if it's not fulfilling you and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, this is not my life, I'm stuck in this routine, I feel trapped, that's a sign that you need to do more, need to do something else in your life, okay? So if you do have college education or you have the ability to go to college, maybe it's time for you to sign up for that course or for that class you've always wanted to take. If you don't and you don't want to go, then just know you'll be okay. The world has changed. You can now collaborate with other people and use the internet to find the right connections through making an Instagram and sharing your work and being vulnerable, creating a community to collaborate with and to get work with and to work alongside. And then you can actually, you know, pad your resume doing that. I padded my resume to get into the fashion industry, assisting people, doing, you know, online fashion magazines, doing a lot of free work. And then, you know, I had so much on my resume that by the time someone wanted to hire me, they were able to see my body of work and they were able to see my resume of all the work I'd done, and then bam, I get hired. I didn't have to show credentials. I don't have to show where I went to school. It's more just about doing what I love, you know, and it's more just about showing the body of work. So you can go to work at creating like a really big body of work if you want, and that can actually help kind of be like your college. So creating your own job. There was a time where I didn't have a place to publish my fashion images, so I made my own magazine and I published other people's images and I also published my own images in them. And so sometimes you can do it like that, where if there's no platform for you to be able to like work or create, like create your own job. You know, you don't have to work for someone else, you can create your own job. And if you have to work for someone else part-time, you can create your own job. So just think about it, you guys. Let's pull some cards on this. This is about facing your fears. Some of you guys, if you want to get out of this dead-end job, get out of your shitty job, I mean, and especially if you don't have an education, I mean, you're gonna have to figure something out. You're gonna have to really put yourself out there and make a brand or make a product or make a service for others, and that might require you really getting out of your comfort zone, networking, you know, getting stuff up on the internet, showing up at events, shaking hands, And so they're saying that you do have the ability to do this. I did it. It took a long time. It didn't happen overnight, but little by little, day by day, I just kept creating work for myself. I kept going, and the jobs start to trickle in. And a lot of the jobs I received as a freelance artist was actually from friends and from people I had already worked for free. So don't be afraid to get out there to give your gift. I think a lot of you guys watching right now, you want to be an artist, or you want to break out, or you want to create some type of product or service. And I want you to know you have the ability to do so. You are valuable, you are worthy. Spend a lot of time researching, be logical, dot your I's, cross your T's, do your taxes and whatnot. But I see you guys have the ability. Don't let anything hold you back and make you think it's too hard or I don't know how. Just what's the next step? And every time I hit a wall and I didn't know what the next step was, I just Googled it. How to do taxes for a small business, how to file for a business license, whatever, you know, Google. So next I'm pulling the passion card, and they're telling you that it's worth it to follow your dreams and to follow your passion. Maybe you took a job that was fun and you were passionate about for a while to kind of build your security and help you to be able to get a home and a car and all the things you need. But at a certain point you got to ask yourself, is this what I want to spend my life doing? Do I have enough energy to meet my needs? Do I have enough energy to dream and to move forward and take more steps in my life, or do I feel stuck? Am I giving everything to this job? Is it really suiting me? If you're going to be giving so much to something or to a company or to you know, whoever's hired you, you need to ask yourself, are you getting enough in exchange? And sometimes you just have to hire yourself. Sometimes you have to decide what you're worth, and you're worth it to receive a lot for the work that you're doing. They're also saying don't discount other people. If you want to create a job for yourself and create a lifestyle for yourself that you love, a lot of times when you envision, when you set a goal, when you set a plan, when you have a dream, the answer often comes through other people. So that's why networking is so important. And you can use the internet, put yourself out there, be vulnerable, start making your content or pushing your brand or pushing your idea or pushing your inspiration. Start adding other people that seem to kind of be on a similar vibe, support them, comment them, slide into their DMs, ask them to collaborate. You know, you guys can start hanging out, collaborating, making content together, and bam, you've got this whole network going. And all of a sudden you guys start getting hired together, or maybe you form a company, or maybe you just find a good friend who likes to do similar things that you do. Through working towards your talents and gifts and your mission and your purpose and creating a career and a lifestyle that's in alignment for you, you're naturally going to draw people into your life that are on like your new vibe and who are going to support you, your soul family. There's going to be other people involved in your success. So keep that in mind. You can't do it alone. And also remember patience. Rome wasn't built in a day. They're also saying sometimes in order to level up in your life, in order to be able to get out of the small town and go to the big city, or in order to be able to, you know, quit that toxic work environment and, you know, create your own job, you're going to have to let people, places, things, habits, situations behind that don't serve you. You know, if you're not working out, if you're not eating healthy, you might have to leave behind some of the toxic junk food and some of the extra time on the couch to be able to just go on a walk or come out in nature, or just drink some healthy juice, or you know, have a banana or something instead of grabbing the Cheetos, you know? They're saying that you have to leave certain things behind to create your new life. And the way that you start is today, right here, right now. What can you do today to move towards this beautiful new life and this freedom you want to create? For me, you know, working that taxing job with the swim lessons and swimming hours and hours a week and being so tired, for me, the first thing I did, honestly, to create this new energy in my life to move forward was to getting up early, you know, getting to bed earlier, shutting off the Netflix, getting up, dragging my ass out of bed even though I was so tired, spending time praying and meditating in the morning, going on a walk, eating healthy, working on my vision board. Whereas in the mornings, I just used to go to bed really late and sleep all the way in and then just get up and go to work. And so that time spent dreaming and working on my health in the morning changed my whole life. It started there. So believe it or not, it starts with the littlest things. It starts with your habits. It starts with what you're doing right now and what you're doing today. So just, you know, maybe you want to grab a soda, grab some water instead today. Maybe you're tired and you want to sleep in, get up 10 minutes earlier and just do a couple stretches. You know, it's really that easy, just tiny little changes. And that will help you come into balance so that you're able to make a good decision to move forward, to break out of this. The message behind this whole reading is that everyone is capable. No matter where you came from, everyone is capable, no matter who you are. Everyone is capable no matter what's happened. If I told you guys my whole life story, you would just be like, what the F? Like, everybody has a story, and you can still be healing from stuff and still be kind of depressed and still be kind of broke and nervous, but still be taking steps towards your future. You don't have to have it all figured out. Like one of my favorite spiritual teachers, Doreen Virtue, says, first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes, then the healing comes, then the help comes. So it's like you're being asked to just take a step of faith right now in the direction of what you really want. That's all it takes. Just little by little, step by step. Time's gonna go by anyways. Might as well just do a little something now to help your future and to be an investment in your future, okay? There's one more message about like reconnecting with people. Don't forget that there are people, certain people you're like meant to meet. Oh my gosh, it's another dog. Hi. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, there's certain people that you are meant to meet on this path. There will be people you will meet who will be very helpful to you. This is a time of rebirth. So if you take anything away from this reading, I just want you to go away with a feeling that it's possible. That you don't have to wait to get the education. You don't have to wait to get everything together before you just get started with whatever business it is you want to go for. Or excuse me, or whatever position it is that you want to go for. So they're saying, just take a step, just do it right now and tell yourself it's gonna happen. Stop feeling depressed that it's never gonna happen. It's gonna happen, you just know it. Like, you've been dreaming about this, you've been thinking about this, you want a way out. Well, ask and you shall receive. There are opportunities all around you. Sometimes you just have to create them. You know, I was in a small town, I had no opportunity for fashion, so what did I do? I got some friends, I got a camera, I got some clothes from the thrift store, I put them on the model, we take pictures, we put them online, and I just do it. I just keep going, you know, shoot after shoot, you know, creating a blog, writing about it, just creating as much as I can. So create. You got to do something. And that's going to be a lot more fun for you to do that in your off time than just lounging around passed out, talking shit or drinking or just, you know, eating fast food. And so trust me, I've been there before, you guys. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, that's just, life gets you in a funk like that sometimes. But it's time to take responsibility. That's my final message to you guys. It's time, oh, my shirt's getting stuck. It's time for you to take responsibility and to just go for it. I believe all of you guys can do it. I'm gonna be talking a lot more about this topic. Let me know if you have any specific questions below about just getting out of your shitty job and trying to move forward, and I'll try to answer it in the next reading. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.